Hello. So I'm back. We got a new book to talk about. And I got new ink, y'all. I got new ink. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. So this is a tattoo that I went and got. My mom passed away 3 years ago, and I've been sitting on this tattoo for like 3 years and just wasn't ready to go get it. So now that I finally got it, I do feel I don't know. I don't know how I feel. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So, oh, so we finished Love by a Billionaire, the Kasem Brothers. What I want to get into is A Boss Saved Me. Now, I must say that, all right, this book that we're about to read, it is a topic, a touchy topic for some, and some won't listen. But as I've stated before, K. Renee books, some of them, not all, some of them are connected to Love by a Billionaire, the Kasem Brothers. And so you all met Toya and Meek in that series. And this is their own personal book. And it deals with, oh, it deals with domestic violence. No way, no shape, no form do I promote that or whatnot. And if you're in this situation, you need to reach out and get help. I mean, I I just don't condone it. It does touch the hearts of many that has been in a situation like this. But we're not gonna stay on that too long because yeah, we'll ruffle some feathers and all of that stuff. And I'm not trying to ruffle anybody's feathers. I just want to read my book. Well, not my book, but this book that we're about to jump into is basically about Meek and Toya, and it tells you how she met Meek and how her and Shad are doing and all that. It's been a minute. This is not one of my go-tos. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a minute. This is not one of my go-tos for K Renee because it is a touchy subject, and I don't like to go back and read stuff like this. But since I'm sharing the books that I have read and books that I'm going to read, why not? Because it's a lot of um we're just gonna jump into it. I'm not gonna explain it. Um if it does get too much for me, not for you guys, but for me, I will stop reading. I will stop the reading and go to her next catalog, well, her next book. Because baby, mm-mm. So we're gonna jump right into this.
Chapter 1 Toyoti has been a while since I have seen my bestie. I was getting dressed to go see her and my goddaughter. Where are you going? Shad asked as he walked into the room. I'm going to see Ari and the baby. It has been a little over a month since I saw them and I thought it would be nice to go visit, I told him. Didn't I tell you to stay the fuck away from that bitch and her nigga? Shad yelled aggressively. Shad, that's my best friend. I would never stay away from her, she has done nothing but be a true friend to me, I said, looking at him. Oh, so you thought it was a game, huh, bitch, he yelled, running up on me. Whap, whap, whap. The punches to my body kept coming. Blow, after painful blow, all because he wanted me to stop hanging with my best friend. There was no way that I would ever do Ari like that, she's my sister and I love that girl to death. He continued to rain blows to my body, and I didn't even have the strength to fight back. Shad, please stop. Stop hitting me, you are hurting me. Fuck you. You heard what the fuck I said, stay the fuck away from that bitch. You know what's going to happen if you open your fucking mouth or try to leave me. Your prized possession and your mama are some dead bitches. If you disobey me and keep hanging with that bitch Ari and her dude, I'm killing her ass too, try me and see, he screamed. I laid on the floor crying for dear life. I didn't understand why he is doing this to me. I'm sorry, I won't see her. I don't want you to hurt my mom, or my friend, I cried out. He didn't say anything else. He turned and walked out of the room. Shad was a street hustler and had a crew that was crazy just like him. I knew Zealand don't play about Ari, and the security that he has is on another level. I couldn't move, so I just cried from the hurt and pain that I was feeling right now. No one understood or knew half the shit that I was going through. I couldn't fully tell Ari everything because I knew that would be some shit. I don't want her getting involved and getting hurt in the process. I was finally able to get up and get to my phone to call my sister. Hello, she answered. Dree, I need you to come and take me to the hospital. Please don't say anything to mom, I cried out in the phone. He was just in so much pain. Toy, he did it again? Toya, you have to get out of this bullshit. How many more damn times can you go through this fucking shit before he kills you? Fuck what he is talking about and fuck his threats. I'm not scared of that nigga and one don't know why you so scared of him. Dree barked out angrily. I know she was angry and speaking off of emotion because I was her sister. T will see you when you get here, don't come up, just call my phone, I told her and hung up. Dree was 2 years younger than me. I was 23 and she was 21. We were raised in a single parent home and we had different fathers. The difference between Dree and myself was that she knew and spent time with her dad. I had no clue where my dad was. I, of course, knew him, but he left when I was 10 and never came back. I heard the door slam, assumed that Shad finally left. I was glad he did, and I pray he doesn't come back. I was finally able to pull myself up from the floor. I went into the bathroom and tried to clean myself up. My face was bruised badly, and my body was on fire. I just wanted to go get checked out to make sure nothing was broken. The hospital would send in a social worker to try and get me to talk, but I'm so used to that shit. I'm just going to have to figure something out, on my own. I just can't get my friends and family involved with this shit. I'm too afraid that someone will get killed in the process. Meek knew some of the shit I was going through. He told me to leave and he got me. When Meek fucked Chad up in the club, of course, Meek wanted nothing to do with me because I was screaming for him to get off of Chad. But if only they knew how bad it got when I got home. That was my reason for wanting him to stop, because I knew Shad would take it out on me. Watching how Meek handled Shad, one thought maybe I could walk away, and he would protect me. But Shad is on some crazy get back type of shit and I don't want Meek to get hurt. Dree just sent me a text saying she was outside. I got up and left the apartment. I made it to the car and got in. Fuck sis, look at your fucking face, she screamed, and I began to cry some more. I know it's all fucked up, but I'm so scared to leave him for so many reasons. I know I try to put on this act like I'm that girl and everything is good in my life, but I'm truly dying inside.
Y'all, I just realized the other day I was sitting here and I was thinking, I was like, what is that damn book that that had the girl in it? She had a baby and she she the babies was switched and all kinds of stuff. And I was trying to remember that book. When this actually started, this is the book. Oh Lord. Yes. Lord. Oh, oh my. I don't know, y'all, if I should continue with this book because it is very, very. I'm gonna go on.
I don't wish this life on anybody. Dree, I was good to him and no matter what I did, it wasn't good enough. I cried. Sis, stop crying. I'm going to take you to the hospital and make sure you are alright.
I look at the
We will
clothes.
figure a way out of this shit. You can't continue to take this Toya. I just don't understand what is keeping you with him. You know you can stay with mom and you also have money to get you another spot. You just got to think things through, she stated. I nodded my head and laid back in the seat until we made it to Harlem Hospital Center. We had been here going on 3 hours because they sent the social worker in. Ms. Avant, are you sure you don't want to tell me who did this to you? I can get you protection and get you away from the aggressor, she said, as she continued to write on her pad. No, I'm good and would like to leave now, I told her. I don't trust a damn soul, I just wanted to get out of here. They told me my injuries were just bruises and I would be okay. Alright, you have your paperwork, good luck to you, she stated and walked out of the room. I had to move slowly because I was in so much pain. Dree, pull over to the store so I can get some Motrin and water. This will have to do until in the morning, then I can get my prescription filled, I told her. T will go get everything you need, Dree spoke as she got out the car. Dree made it back to the car in no time and had gotten everything I needed for the night. She dropped me off at home when I made it inside. Thank God Shad was not home. I can't believe I'm going through this shit. I was a decent looking chick. I had my own business, so money was coming in for me. I can get any man I wanted. Shit, look at Meek's fine ass. I knew he wanted me because we talked about it several times, but the situation I'm in was just so fucked up. I'd rather not pull him in it and shit don't turn out good for either of us. I saw my phone light up and it was a text message from Ari. Bestie, Toya, I have been calling your ass for over a month. What the fuck is up with you, sis? If you don't call me back, I swear I'm coming over there. Me, best friend, I'm fine babe, I have just been going through a lot of bullshit. Bestie, what kind of bullshit? Shad fucking with you? Ari asked and my phone started ringing. Hey boo, speaking into the phone, as I went to cut the shower on. Toya, don't fucking hey boo me. What the fuck you been going through, that you couldn't answer my calls? Ari screamed through the phone. It's just me and Shad going through it, ever since he got into the fight with Meek. He has been on some bullshit and it's just not good, I cried, I just couldn't hold the tears back any longer. He put his hands on you and you better not fucking lie, Toya. Yes, but please don't tell Zelan. I don't need that type of drama, Ari, and this is my fight. Please promise you won't say anything. I told her and the call dropped. Damn, did she hang up on me? I decided to go take my shower, the warm water would relax me a little. It was going on 10 at night, so I was going to bed after my shower. He looked in the mirror and couldn't believe my face was all fucked up and I just knew it was going to be a while before it healed. After my shower, I took some medicine and laid in the bed. About 40 minutes later I heard a loud knock on my door. Bam. 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 I jumped up to go see who was knocking on my door like a mad person. When I looked through the peephole, I saw it was Ari. I opened the door and Ari and Grams were standing there. Ari, what are you doing here? I said to her. Toya, oh my god, look at you. What the fuck did he do to you? Ari questioned, as tears began to fall from her eyes. Toya, where the fuck he at? Come on out, fuck nigga. The gangbang crew needs to talk to you, bitch boy. Toya, I don't want to hear shit, other than you telling me where his ass is at. How long have you been going through this shit, Toya? Where the fuck is he at? And don't be lying. You know you. Girls that be in this abusive shit, be dumb as hell still trying to protect them dog ass niggas. But not today, not with Lie. Grams, Lie yelled, with her gun out moving from room to room. Grams, he is not here, and I really don't know where he is. I cried. Toya, I don't know why you let him do this to you and you not tell us. But it won't be happening no damn more. We gon' deal with this nigga, I can promise you that hot shit. As a woman, you have to stand up for yourself and never let a motherfucking man put his hand on you. Women die every day from that shit, I need to teach you how to fuck a nigga up. Class starts in the morning, Grams said. Grams, It's so much more to it. I can't leave or bring no drama to the situation. He will hurt people I love. I couldn't live with myself. What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck happened to you? Meek asked as he walked in the apartment. Meek, what you doing here? Ari, why did you call him? Meek, you have to go before he comes home. I yelled scared as hell. Fuck all that. This and you did Toya a motherfuck. You let this nigga fucking hurt you like NT call me? You think this shit is cool ka that put his hand on you, don't give a fuck about you. You think that shit is love, man fuck that nothing about this is love. Go get your shit ma and please don't tell me no pussy nigga come. Damn right, because I will sit in this bitch
Yeah.
until that S through that fucking door. Meek roared. And for all that shit. I'll take 300 for waiting on.
I just want y'all to know I'm reading before y'all hear it. So that's why I'm laughing in the background. And it's not at the situation because this is, whoo, honey, it's too much. But I'm laughing at Grandma Lay. So we're going to get back to it.
Hey, fuck nigga Alex, we can wait Meek, I'm ready for some damn gun. Grams Lie yelled, clapping her hands together. I was still crying and in disbelief that Ari called Meek. Toil, we are here because we love you, friend. I don't care if you mad at me for telling them, you asked me not to. Tell Zelan and I didn't. But I damn sure told my grandmother since she was at my house with me. I also called Meek because I knew he could talk to you. I'd rather have you mad than dead, bestie. Please just come with us and nothing
That
will
part.
happen to you, Ari spoke. I can't leave, you don't understand what I'm dealing with. I screamed, crying harder. They just didn't get what will happen, nor could I tell them. Meek walked up on me and pulled me into his arms. You deserve better than this shit. As a friend you have to let me help you. As I'm on, I can't let this shit rock. Nothing will happen to you if you allow me to help you. I promise you nothing will happen to you, he said and then scooped me up and carried me out. When we made it to his car, he sat me inside and I continued to cry. About 10 minutes later, Ari came out with 2 duffel bags and my purse. I know I needed to leave, I was so fucking afraid of what will happen. They don't know Shad like I do, he is crazy as hell and I believe him when he said he will harm my family. Chapter 2 Meek and Ari called me to meet her at Toya's crib. One started laughing because she knew I wasn't fucking with Toya at all. That chick played too many games and one don't play games with no woman. The only reason I decided to go see what was up is because Ari sounded as if something was wrong. When I got there Toya looked as if she was beaten badly. There was no way I could leave her like that. When she began to cry, I knew I needed to get her out of there. I'm a real man and real men wouldn't sit by and allow this shit to happen. We had made it to my house in Harlem and I got out of the car to go help her out and into the house. Toya, come on, let's go get you comfortable. She looked at me with tears in her eyes and that shit pulled at my heartstrings. I was really feeling this girl, but she always defended her pussy ass nigga. I have seen bruises on her neck and arms before and questioned her about it. She was truthful about where they came from and I tried to help her then. But if she doesn't want my help, then what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
We got into the house and she headed straight for my bedroom. Toya was no stranger to my house, she had been to my home several times. Nothing sexual ever happened between us, which was my choice. But damn, I wanted to bury myself deep inside of this girl for months. Which was another reason I have been staying away from her. I wanted her to leave her dude the fuck alone and know what she wanted concerning me if we ever took it to the next level. I'm not sure if that shit was going to happen any longer. Because my want for her ran deep, deeper than I could ever explain to anyone. When I made it to my bedroom, she had stripped out of her clothes and crawled in my bed. I was going to suggest her sleeping in the guest room, but if this is where she wanted to be then I'm good with it. Toil, why you keep letting this shit happen? I can't protect you if you continue to stay with this dude and allow him to mistreat you. I screamed at her and she jumped. I felt bad because I knew she was on edge. I don't know Meek, please let's not talk about this anymore tonight, she cried. I blew out a frustrated sigh and undressed. I crawled in bed as she laid crying. I hovered over her body and kissed every tear and every bruise she had. It's going to be alright baby, just let me in to help you, I said as I kissed her lips and she latched on to my bottom lip. Our tongues began wrestling with one another and I was losing a battle that I had been fighting for months. I broke away from the kiss and laid beside her, pulling her close to me. I need you to figure your shit out, Toya, before we take it there. I can't allow you to make me suffer because you don't know what you want, I honestly spoke. We have been going through this sexual battle of wanting each other, but she won't let go of her dude. Shit don't work like that. I have never been a side nigga and that shit won't happen now. I'm sorry, she whispered. Don't be sorry, baby, just get right, I expressed and kissed her forehead. I held her as she slept in my arms and I laid there in the dark thinking about the shit with her man. This nigga was indeed gone make me see him. He put the word on the street that he was looking for me and I planned to stop his motherfucking search. Since he been looking for me so damn hard, I'm always around so, his pussy ass ain't looking hard enough. I hope this is enough for Lil Mama to get her shit together and leave this nigga alone. I would have handled his ass a long time ago, but she begged me to stay out of her business. I must have drifted off to sleep because a phone ringing jolted me out of my sleep. I saw Toya get up, grab the phone, and walk out of the room. It was daylight. Outside, I looked over at the clock and it was 10:35 a.m. I got up and went into the bathroom to take me a shower. By the time I was done in the bathroom, Toya was sitting on the bed. Good morning, how are you feeling? I asked her. I'm sore, but I will be okay. Thank you, for being there for me, she stated, as she took her clothes and went into the bathroom. I don't know why I was so stuck on her, the shit was driving me crazy. I could have any woman I wanted. I was 6 feet tall with muscles, I loved to be inked so tattoos were all over my body. I was a dark-skinned brother and I rocked a man bun, my hair would be in all different styles so I just can't say how it looks from day to day. I know the women loved me, I think they were more intrigued by me because of my eyes and hair. My eyes were weird as shit to me, but they were a part of me so what the hell. My eye color was purple, the color would change depending on the mood I was in. I asked my mother about the shit because her eyes were not this way. She would always say she believed I got it from my father. I don't know who that is and neither does she because my mother was a victim of rape. I know this though, that lady will go to war over me any day, she loved me as a mother should love her child. I was an only child and my mother said she was fine with just having me. I would have loved to have a brother or sister, someone to grow up with. I always vowed, if I ever found out who raped my mom, I was killing that nigga on sight. I was born and raised in the Bronx, right off of Boston RD. My mother still lived there, but I purchased a brownstone in Harlem. I was 26 years old and had millions of dollars. I could live anywhere I wanted to live. I felt comfortable right here in Harlem. When I get a family, then I will decide if I want to join my best friends over in Jersey. Zeeland and Jolas Kassam are my brothers hands down. I would lay down for either of them any day. I knew they would do the same for me, that's just how we rocked. Just as I put my sweats on, Toya came walking out of the bathroom. You want some breakfast? I asked her, as she laid across the bed. Yeah, that would be nice, she smiled and looked at me. I don't understand how a man could just put his hand on a woman. I have always looked at my mother as a black queen and I treat women the same way I would treat my mother. There are some disrespectful women out there, I just don't associate myself with that type of drama. I'm a very private man and I don't do drama period, but Toya just brings out another side of me. She is indeed feisty, I believe her trying to play hard is a cover-up because of what she has been through. I went to the kitchen and whipped us up some breakfast real fast. She came out about 20 minutes later and sat at my bar. I placed her plate in front of her and joined her as we began our breakfast. So, you gon' talk to me now? I asked her. Look Meek, I have so much going on in my life. I know what he did was wrong, and I have to figure some shit out regarding that shit. I just can't leave home right now, she said crying. So, you are going back to that nigga? I yelled, getting pissed all over again at her ass. I have to go back, you don't understand what I'm up against, she screamed and jumped up from her seat. The only one that can help me understand is you, Toya. I told you, I got you through whatever, but you have to trust me on this. I can't trust anyone right now, I need to work this out on my own, she stated, and that shit just knocked the wind out of me. Alright, lil mama, do you, let me know when you want to leave, I said and got up from my seat. Toya jumped in front of me and grabbed my arms. Meek, please don't treat me that way. I really care about you and I want you to understand that I need to handle this on my own, she cried. You just want me to sit here and knowingly let this nigga keep putting his hands on you. Nothing good is going to come from that shit, baby girl. I don't get you women that allow these punk ass niggas to keep doing that shit. There is no amount of love worth your life, in this demeaning ass. Way, baby. I told her, as I walked up on her, pressing my body against hers until her back pressed against the wall. Let me help you, Toya, I said as I kissed her lips. Meek, she whispered. What, baby? Let me take away that pain, lil mama, I can show you what love looks like from the inside out. I have never wanted a woman so bad in my life. I will take care of you and love you like you are supposed to be loved. Let me do that for you, baby, you have to let him go, you can't have us both, I said to her, as I kissed her lips, then her neck and back to her lips. She latched onto my lips and I gave her the kiss she was looking for. Our kiss got deeper and deeper, I began trailing my tongue down her neck. Our hands began moving quickly, trying to get each other's clothes off. I pulled her shirt over her head and began sucking and placing passion marks all over her dress. I believe I just lost the battle because I needed to be inside of this girl and that shit had to happen now. Please don't stop, please make me feel good, Meek, she moaned, and I lifted her, carrying her to my bedroom and laying her on the bed. Toya, are you sure you want to do this? I asked her, as I continued to kiss her body. Yes, I'm sure, fuck me, I need you to fuck me, Meek, she stated. I attacked her lips, the way we were kissing and touching each other was animalistic like. This shit was something that we both wanted for a long time and the wait was over. I slid my finger into her pussy and gliding it across her clit. She went crazy sucking on my neck, that shit made my dick hard as hell and I needed to be inside of her. I was on top of her and Toil was pulling at my dick and I immediately pushed deep inside of her. I believe that shit stopped us both from breathing. Once we were able to adjust to the feeling, I began thrusting in and out of her pussy, as if our life depended on it. Her pussy immediately began to grip my dick, as I continued to slide in and out of her wetness. What the fuck? This dick is too much, shit, it feels good, she cried out. I looked at her and she was crying real tears as if I was hurting her. Am I hurting you, baby? I asked as I slowed my pace, but this pussy was so fucking lethal, I couldn't stop. No, I have never felt dick like this,
Yes.
please don't stop. She screamed. I continued to thrust deeper and deeper and falling for her deeper and deeper. I knew I should have
Go
fought
on
this battle.
Facebook, type
I
in the
knew it
name.
was something about this girl and now feeling her in
Go
the
on
rarest form
Facebook and
was
type
fucking me
in the
all the way
All
up.
family name.
Damn, this pussy is the fucking truth, lil mama. I growled as I continued to leave my mark on this good ass pussy. I tried to rearrange her fucking uterus, that's how good this shit was. As I gripped her ass, lifting her up as I thrust deeper. It hit me that I didn't have on a condom, and just as that thought entered my mind. Oh good, I'm coming all over this big dick, baby, she yelled. In a few more thrusts we both were coming together. I let loose all in her walls. Fuck K, I can't let this shit go, baby, I groaned, in her ear. We laid there for a minute trying to get our breathing together and then we got up to get in the shower. I pulled her in the shower and as I washed her body, she had a distant look on her face. We finished showering and I had to make sure she was alright. Lil mama, what's wrong? I know you are scared but you know who I am in these streets. I would never let anyone hurt you, Toya. I don't have a security team with me daily, but what I do have is myself and my damn street crew. I No, you don't know much about the shit that went on with us a few months back. That is because it was Jew and Zealand's business, but we don't play around out there. You are fucking with a stone cold boss and your fuck nigga can't stand beside a nigga like me on his best day. So, I will say it again, I got you, baby, as long as you're with me I will protect you, told her and kissed those beautiful lips. Meek, I wish I could be here with you and you protect me. The shit I have going on has to be handled with care and I can't leave him right now. There is so much more to this than just me. I can't stay, I have to go home, she stated looking down at the floor. After what just happened and all I said to her, this chick still talking that crazy shit. I will take you home is all I said and had to say to her ass. One was officially done trying, this shit between me and her was over. Chapter 3 Toya Eek just dropped me off to my apartment. I asked him to drop me off at the entrance and I walked to the building I lived in. He didn't say one word to me, and I was hurting inside about that. I really wanted this man and after he made love to me the way he did, I would be with him in a heartbeat, but Chad was going to kill my mother and my son. Yes, I have a son. He was not planned by far, but he was indeed my son. I loved going over and spending the night with my aunt, my mother's only sister. I got pregnant when one was 16. I begged my aunt to let me go home with her and she agreed. I was raped by her boyfriend and as a result of that I got pregnant. I was so ashamed and so was my mother. We moved from the area I grew up in and moved to Harlem. I tried to hide me being pregnant by wearing big clothes. Thank God I didn't get really big while I was pregnant. When I got to the new school, I did tell the school principal and my teachers, but I didn't tell anyone else other than my best friend Ari. Ari knew all about my son, that my mother was raising. She knew what happened to me and kept my secret all these years. Hell, Sarah doesn't even know about my son. Joshua is 6 years old and I love that little boy to death. Shad said if I ever left him or told anyone he would kill my mom and my son. When we met, I told him what happened, and that Joshua was my child. He said he was cool with it. Joshua would come over and it seemed that Shad had a problem with me spending my time with Joshua and he would treat Josh bad and start arguments with me in front of Josh. So, I stopped bringing him over. We argued about Joshua often after that because I felt that he was stopping me from seeing my son. That is when he started hitting me and then apologizing for it. But the beatings only got worse, instead of getting better. When I packed my shit after the second time, that is when he threatened my life and the life of my family. Shad had called me this morning, threatening me to get home. I was scared as hell, but I knew I had to go. He had added my best friend to that list of people he would kill. Messing with Ari is a death wish waiting to happen, for him. Telling him that Zealand would kill him and everybody associated with him would send him in an uproar, so I said nothing. When I walked into the apartment, he was sitting on the couch watching television. Where you been at Toya? He asked, calm as hell. I stayed the night with my mom. Dree took me to the hospital to make sure I was alright. I just decided to stay the night with my mom, since you were met and left, I told him as he stood up walking over to me. He grabbed me by my throat, turning me around and pressing my face on the wall. He started fumbling with my clothes. Shad, please, no, my body is in pain. Please don't do this. I can't have sex with my body hurting like this. I cried because I just didn't want to do this. I had sex with Meek not even 2 hours ago and he is trying to take my shit. If I continue to resist, he will beat my ass and I couldn't go through that again. He pulled my tights down and rammed his dick in me from the back. I couldn't do anything but scream from the pain. Shut up and take this dick, damn, this some good pussy, he yelled out, as he pumped in and out of me roughly, until he came inside of me and all I could think about was Meek. Mentally I was on the edge of breaking down and I had no one that I could really talk to about it. Go get cleaned up and make me something to eat, baby. Shad said, as he slapped me on the ass. Okay, I replied, as I wiped the tears from my face, never looking at him. It would be a few months before he had sex with me again, that's how it always went. God, please find a way for me to get out of this, I spoke aloud, praying to God. that he helped me get out before it was too late. I pulled my clothes off to scrub this nigga off of me, and when I saw all of the passion marks, I almost died. If Shad saw this shit, he would for sure kill my ass. I hurried and showered and went to make his food. After I finished cooking, I went to lay in the bed because I was still hurting so bad. I saw my phone light up. It was Ari calling me. Hey sis, what's up? I asked as I answered the phone. Toy, why did you go back home? I just called Meek and he told me you wanted to go back. Friend, what is going on with you? Why are you so afraid to leave? Ari asked. Ari, I can't explain it, but I will be careful. Just let me handle this please, I urged her, as she blew out a breath. Okay, Toya, this is your life, Ari stated. I will be fine sis, how is my goddaughter doing? I asked. Her. She is good, getting so big and spoiled by her daddy, Ari replied. Ah, I miss her, I will stop by to see her soon, I told her, as we said our goodbyes and ended the call. I decided to get some rest. I thought about all the shit that I have been through and just cried. I was a good person and didn't deserve any of this shit. But for now, this was my life. I had to live in this hell until I found a way out. I was drifting off to sleep when Shad walked into the room and sat down next to him. You know I don't want to be putting my hands on you, but you make me do that shit. Don't ever think you gon' leave me. I will never allow you to leave and be with another nigga. Shit, if you try to leave me, I will kill you anyway. I'm stepping out, I will see you later, he said, and I just cried silently. What the hell kind of life is this shit? Chapter 4 Shad Oya knows the deal, she been on some bullshit since she been hanging with that bitch Ari real tight. I mean they have always been friends but lately, they've been hanging extra tough and Toil was acting brand new. At one point shit was going good with us until she told me about her fucking kid. I wanted her to have my kids, why the fuck would I want to take care of some other nigga kid? I don't give a fuck if he raped her or not. Even more of a reason for her to have gotten rid of him. She thinks she's slick walking in the next morning, talking about she was with her mama. I know she wasn't with her mama, believe that. Baby, you want me to fix you something to eat? Dree asked me. No, I'm good, I told her. I had been fucking with Toya's sister Dree for the last 2 years. Baby, what's the matter? Are you still upset over that bitch? Why can't you let her go? I'm sick of this shit Shad, you need to make your mind up. I'm pregnant with your baby and you still want to play house with my bitch ass sister. Dree screamed. Look Dree, I told you from the start that I wasn't leaving Toya. You decided that you want to have my baby and I'm good with that. But I love your sister and that shit is final. Now did you get the information I needed on that bitch Ari's nigga? I questioned looking at her, as she pouted about what I just said. No, I didn't. I will get the info you need soon enough. She stated and tried to get up and walk away. I grabbed her and pulled her to me. T, no, you want me here and I'm with you more than I'm with her. Chill out, you may get what you want, just be patient, I said, and Pool led her down on top of me so she can ride this dick. Lifting her shirt over her head and removing her clit as she went, Will began sliding up and fuck ride this dick. Had. I was serious WI mama, and her son if pussy, on my dick and her bra. I latched onto her breast sucking and licking, moving my hand down to her pussy and began massaging SSSS, yeah baby, I like that she moaned, as she removed her panties and climbed on my dick and on my pole. Baby, I growled, Dree had some good pussy but that shit was nothing compared to what Toya. Hen, I told her I would kill her, she left me. Dree was bouncing that he was about to bust all in her shit. I'm about to come daddy, she screamed and we both let loose together. T got to go check on my blocks, but I will be back later tonight, I told her as S. He got up to go shower and leave. If I feel like it, I will cook y'all some food and drop it off later, Dree said, and I was cool with that shit. About an hour later I pulled up on the block, where my right-hand macho was. What up nigga, he yelled as I stepped out of my truck. What's up, how things looking around here? I asked him, looking around at my workers. Shit, good, these niggas putting in work. Did you find any information on them Kasim niggas yet? Macho asked. I'm working on it, but we did put the word out that we're looking for that meek nigga, I responded. Yeah, that nigga hiding because he doesn't want no motherfucking smoke from our ass, Macho stated. He gon' get all that, I'm fucking that nigga up on sight. One told him, and I was serious about that shit. I owe that dude a bullet and he was gone see me. We stood out for a while bussing it up. Dree said she was coming through to bring us some food. A couple of hours later Dree pulled up and got out the car. These niggas were drooling over my girl, she was a fine motherfuckers. Hey babe, here is y'all food. I fried chicken, mac and cheese and cabbage. She smiled up at me knowing she just made my favorite meal. I decided to let Dree chill with me for a little while we bust down this grub. Chapter 5 Meek was sitting at our trap in Queens doing my last count and talking to Zelan. So, you said this dude, still sending people asking about you. Zelan asked me as he texted on his phone. Yeah, but his motherfucking search gone end tonight because I'm going to him, right now, I expressed, as I stood up and grabbed my keys. Hell yeah, you know I'm with a little fun tonight. Ari broke down and told me what he did to Toya. This nigga got my girl stressed about her friend. I can't have my woman stressed, but I promised her that I will not get involved right now, Zelan said, as we left out. He followed behind me and parked his car in front of Lie House and hopped in the car with me. Zelan made some calls and we were good, regarding our crew. One of my runners called me and put me up on game as to where old dude was located. We pulled up on him and his crew and he was wrapped up with some chick kissing all over her. I got out the car quick as hell and Zelan was right behind me. Yo, I heard you were looking for me, my nigga. I spoke and this pussy nigga pushed the girl away from him and pulled his strap. Zelan and I looked at each other and smiled. Oh, you a brave nigga, walking up on me like you somebody, he said, and his crew pulled their guns. Nigga, do you think for 1 second that I'm scared of that motherfucking toy gun you and these pussy ass niggas holding? I will eat that bullet and beat your motherfucking ass at the same time, I calmly told this fuck nigga. Shad, you got our dot on you, what the fuck all y'all do? The chick yelled. See, we come for whatever the occasion is, you will be dead before you can even think to pull the trigger. Now lower your gun and take the beat down like a man, Jules said walking up. Zelan must have sent him a text. As soon as that pussy lowered his gun, I hopped on that bitch beating his ass, punching him in his face and stomping that nigga straight the fuck out. While his girl screamed, and his homeboys watched. I was beating that nigga for thinking he could boss up on me, but I wanted this more for Toya even though I was done with her ass. He was on the ground barely moving, when Zelan pulled me off of him. You good bro, that nigga know not to fuck with you. Zelan spoke, pulling me back. Who the nigga that's been delivering the messages to my crew? I yelled and everybody started looking at this one goofy nigga. I walked up to his ass and beat the fuck out of his ass too. Let your motherfucking boss look for me, don't be asking about me in the streets nigga. I roared, as I sent my boot to his jaw. The next time you niggas come looking for me or my crew I'm fucking killing you one by motherfucker one. No questions asked. I went over to old dude and lifted him from the ground just a little so I could whisper in his ear. The next time you put your hands on Toya pussy I'm going to chop your motherfucking head off and mail that bitch to your mother, I gritted in his ear and threw that bitch boy back to the ground. I stood and walked away before I decided to empty my clip in that nigga's face. Y'all pussy boys have a good night. Zelan yelled, as we dapped Jules up, got in my car and pulled off. You good? Them niggas may try to bring heat our way. Zelan stated, as I pulled up in front of Mala's house. Yeah, I'm good and they can bring all the heat they want. It's going to be death rate increase when they do, I spoke, still pissed and wanting to beat that nigga ass some more. Alright, if you need me call me, Zelan stated as he dapped me up and got out the car. I waited for him to get in his car and pull off and I decided to go home for the night. I have been in a fucked up mood since the shit went down with Toya. She made her choice and I'm good with her decision. I hope it won't be too late for her before she decides to walk away. When I made it in the house, I took a shower and laid in bed. My phone was lighting up and I saw that it was Toya calling. She must have heard I fucked her man up. I decided to answer just in case he did something to her. Yeah, I answered. Meek, what the hell happened? This is only going to cause more problems for me, she screamed in the phone. As long as you are still with dude, lil mama, don't call my phone, I said and ended the call. Well, months later, Ihave been making moves in the streets and spending time with Umayya. She wanted to make shit official, but I wasn't ready to do that with her. I have gotten a text from Toya damn near every day and I refused to reply to her. Most of her text messages were simply to see how I was doing and to say that she was sorry. T just pulled up to the club. Jules, Zilan Ari, and Sira wanted to get together and have some drinks. It has been a while since we all were able to hang out. Jules has been traveling non-stop and Sira just opened her third lash salon. I made it to the VIP section and the crew was there getting their drink on. What's up my nigga? Zilan asked dapping me up. I poured me a drink and spoke to everyone and took a seat. Drip Too Hard by Lil Baby and Gunna was blasting through the speakers. How are you doing Meek? Ari asked me as she came and sat by me. I'm good, how you been holding up? I replied, looking over at her. I have been doing alright, I wanted to make sure you were good over the Toya situation, Ari stated. She made her choice, so I'm cool with it, I told her. She turned as if something caught her attention. Toya was walking up into VIP and Ari stood to go meet her. Hey everybody, Toya spoke, and nodded as Zilan stood to hug her. I really had nothing to say, so I just vibed to the music. I didn't want to treat Lil Mama like that, but I was in my feelings about this shit. It took me a while to get right when I was pissed about something. Toya, you want a drink? Ari asked her, and she declined. I couldn't do shit but stare at this beautiful ass girl. Not really understanding how she could let any nigga mistreat her. Ari and Sira were very beautiful women, but Toya was a fucking gorgeously beautiful black queen to me. You mind if I sit? Toya walked up asking to sit next to me. You can sit, you don't have to ask me that, I told her and continued to sip my drink. Meek, why are you treating me like shit? No, you don't care for my situation, but it's so much going on, she stated. Lil mama, I'm not treating you like shit, that nigga you are laying up with is treating you like shit. I'm good on you baby girl, you have to handle your shit and I'm not going to get in the middle of what you got going on, I replied and stood up to go look at the people on the lower level. When I turned to get another drink, Ari was sitting talking to Toya. And it seemed as if she was crying. She stood to leave, and I walked up grabbing her pulling her to me. What's going on with you lil mama? I whispered in her ear. Nothing, I have to get out of here. It was a mistake coming out, thinking you would at least be nice to me, Toya stated with tears streaming down her face. So, those tears are because of me? I never want to see you upset over some shit I did. Look, I'm sorry but I'm feeling you and this bullshit just has me pissed the fuck off. I spoke as I kissed her tears and then her lips. Can I go home with you tonight? She asked and I just couldn't do it. Lil mama, I can't do it. I'm feeling you on some heavy shit and I will end up killing your nigga over your entire fucking existence. If you really want to be with your man, you need to let me be. When you go home with me, I promise you won't be leaving again. Think about that shit lil mama. I told her, and she turned to leave. I went back to spend time with the crew. Meek, is Toya alright? Sira asked. Yeah, she will be fine, I replied. I truly cared about Toya and wanted her as something serious, but baby girl was gonna have to come to me on some real shit. I put my feelings out there for her, it was her move. Chapter 6 Drehan, the Kasim brothers and Meek walked up on Shad. I thought I was going to melt. Damn, they were extra fine. I hate they did my baby Shad dirty like that. He is on some get back shit now. I know everybody thinks that I'm a dirty bitch. But oh well, I don't really give a fuck. Toya thinks she is the only one that can pull a fine nigga, that treats her good. My mom treated her like she was a damn baby, but she always coming down on me about something. In her eyes, Toya did no wrong, fuck Toya. I don't give a damn about her feelings. If I could tell her ass today about me and Shad I would. I hated that bitch and wished Shad just would come on and kill her ass already. She just dumb as hell, for letting him beat her ass anyway. Always walking around thinking she better because she hangs with the Kassam family. My baby gonna kill all their asses and I can't wait. I hope he gets that bitch Ari too. That bitch is on my shit list. She also thinks she better than me. Bitch, you from the same hood I'm from. Ari and I always bumped heads when we were around each other, that's why I never hang out with them. There was one man that I was truly infatuated over. Besides Shad, and that was Meek's fine ass. I don't want him dead. I see my sister had gotten her claws into him already, which had me ready to fuck her up. My girl Erica and I was in Club Velvet last night and watched the entire scene when Meek kissed Toya. I wonder how Shad will feel about that shit. Maybe he will kill her ass then. I smiled at the thought that popped into my head. Hey babe, how are you feeling? Why didn't you wake me up when you came in this morning? I asked Shad when he came walking out of the bathroom. I'm cool, what's going on with you? I didn't want to wake you up. Shad responded. Me and Erica went to the club last night and guess who one saw all wrapped up with that nigga Meek? I spoke as I turned to face him. Who? Shad asked. I saw my sister lip locking with Meek up in VIP, I said with a smirk on my face because this nigga whole face just turned into a frown. Say word, how I know you telling the truth. I know you Dree, I know you want me to leave Toya so you will tell me anything, Shad stated. No, babe, I'm telling you the truth. Look, I even took a picture, just in case, I told him. I'm glad I did take the picture, it wasn't that clear, but you can tell that was Toya and Meek. I took a few pictures after, they stopped kissing and one of those pictures was clear as day. That fucking lying bitch, I questioned her about that nigga and how he knew I hit her, and she fucking lied. He knew because he is fucking my bitch. Shad roared and left out the house in a hurry. I was fucking satisfied, that bitch gonna get what's coming to her ass. I decided to call her and see if anything was going on over there. Hey Dre, what's going on with you? Toya spoke answering the phone. Nothing much, just calling to see what you were doing. I replied, I'm resting right now, I wasn't feeling well today so I closed the shop early and came home, Toya stated. Alright, get you some rest and I hope you feel better, I said ending the call. I heard a knock at the door, I looked through the peephole and saw that it was Erica. What up bitch, she said walking in. Erica and I have been friends since we moved to Harlem, I was 14 when I met her. What you doing over here this early? I asked her, as I went to grab my blunt, I just rolled. I just came through and… Bitch, it's damn near 3 in the afternoon. What did you decide to do about the pictures we took last night? Erica asked. Girl, I told Shad and showed him the picture. He gonna fuck Toya up and leave her ass, I told her. Friend, are you sure you should have done that? I'm writing for you, but damn, you can't hate your sister that much to see her hurt. You know Shad is fucking crazy and he's gonna really hurt that girl. You wild for this shit, but know this karma is a bitch. Erica stated, sounding as if she was taking that bitch side. Are you taking her side, Erica? Because if you are, you can get the fuck out right now. I yelled in her face and she backed up a little because I was ready to knock her ass out. I'm not taking her side, I'm telling your little young, dumb ass some facts. What you are doing is wrong and don't walk up on me no damn more because you and I both. No, I will knock you the fuck out, she screamed and walked out of my house. Fuck Erica, she will get over her little attitude later. Chapter 7 Toy. After hanging up the phone with my sister, I laid down and was trying to get some rest. One found out that I was 8 weeks pregnant and I had no fucking idea who this baby father is. Because I slept with Meek and Shad forced me to have sex with him all on the same day. I was truly fucked and cried just about every day over it. My life was pure hell and I was about to go crazy. I was ready to leave because I wanted Meek so bad. There were many nights that I wanted to call him to come and pick me up. But I had to play this all safe for the sake of Josh and my mom. When I saw him in the club the other night, I was fucking ready to throw caution to the wind and go home with him. I jumped because I heard my front door slam, just as I was about to get out of bed. Shad rushed into our bedroom and grabbed me up by my neck. Bitch, so you fucking with that nigga, he yelled, punching me in the face, over and over again. He began hitting me in my back and I had to think about my baby. I tried to protect my stomach the best way I could, as I screamed out in pain. Shadnu, stop. Please stop, I'm pregnant, you are going to hurt my baby, please stop. You are hurting me. Don't hit me anymore, please. I yelled and he halted his rage on me. You pregnant, is it my baby or his baby? Tell me, bitch, who baby is it, because if it's that niggas I'm killing your ass and that nigga baby. Shad yelled, slapping me in the face. It's yours, I promise it's your baby, now please get me some help. I yelled. I felt myself getting weaker and the pain was unbearable. Oh my god, I think she just moved her hand, I heard a voice say. It sounded like my mother, but I wasn't sure. Toya, sis, if you can hear me, open your eyes, baby. It's me, Ari, I need you to open your eyes, Toya, Ari said, as she broke down crying. I could hear her, but it was hard to open my eyes. I tried hard as hell to open them and finally, they opened. The light was bright. Thank God, baby, I was so worried about you, my mom cried out, as the doctors came in the room. I'm happy to see you awake, Ms. Avant, how are you feeling? We are giving you fluids and pain medication. You have a fractured rib and a lot of lacerations and bruises. You passed out because of the blood loss, the doctor said, and I cried. How is my baby? I asked nervously. You are still pregnant, but things are touchy right now due to you still being so early in your pregnancy and all of the trauma that you have endured. I urge you to talk to the social worker and tell them who did this to you. I will be back later to see you, get some rest, he stated and walked out. Toya, everything is going to be alright, bestie, why didn't you tell me you were pregnant? Thank God, your mom had Dree call me or I wouldn't have known you were in the hospital, Ari spoke, as she sat in the chair next to my bed. I'm sorry, I have been going through so much, Ari, and I'm just in a bad space about all of this mess. Mom, where is Oshua? I spoke. He is in the waiting room, sis, I'm sorry this happened to you. Dree cried. I will be fine, sis, please go check on Josh for me, I told her. Okay, Dree responded and she left the room. The door opened and Zilan walked in. He walked over to Ari, hugging her. How are you doing, baby girl? Zell asked me and I looked over at Ari. I'm sure she called Zilan because she was upset about all of this. Hey Zilan, I could be better, I replied. Toya, you know I'm gonna see your nigga about this. We can't let this shit ride, baby girl, and I'm sure when Meek gets here all hell is going to break loose, Zilan stated. Just as he finished talking, Shad came running in the room. Baby, I came as soon as I heard. Are you okay? He asked, kissing all over my face. I heard a gun click. We looked up and Zilan was pointing his gun at Shad and Ari was sitting with a smile on her face. Nigga, if you don't back the fuck up, I will kill you right here in this damn room. Zilan yelled. What the fuck are you doing? Don't you see my girl is hurt? Why the fuck is you here anyway, nigga? Our place was broken into and somebody attacked my damn lady, Shad yelled. The door opened to the room again and in walked Meek, his eyes zoned in on me. He immediately pulled his gun and ran up on Shad, hitting him in the head. Zilan grabbed Meek and took the gun. Not here, bro, not here, we will get him. But tonight, isn't the night, let it rock for just a little while. Pussy, I suggest. You leave and just know we are coming for you, Zilan spoke as he let Meek go and sent a text on his phone. Baby, you know what it is, don't forget what I said. Let me go check on Joshua, Shad said and walked out. When his words registered, I began to scream. Go get Joshua, go get Joshua. I screamed. Ari, my mother and Zilan took off out the door. Meek looked as if he was confused and just stared at me. When is enough going to be enough for you? Is this it, or will you go back for more of this type of abuse? It doesn't really matter because I'm going to kill that nigga, so you will be good, Meek stated, just as everyone came into the room. Sis, you
Mm.
okay? Dree asked as Meek and Zealand looked
Mm.
at each other. This is your sister? Meek asked and Dree looked nervous. Yes, Dree is my sister, why? I asked. Just thought I knew her from somewhere, that's all.
Y'all don't know how bad I want to give spoiler alerts. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. We gonna find out. I can't see. Ooh, you thing dirty. Need to clean them, but it's all right. We're gonna go on. We're gonna go on and get back into it.
Meek responded. Yeah, you do look familiar, Zealand stated. Sis, I'm going to head home. I will be back up here tomorrow, Dree
Mm.
expressed and walked out. Mommy, are you okay? Joshua asked, and of course Meek and Zealand were in total shock. Damn, Toya, you got a kid? Oh yeah, congrats to you on your new arrival, Zealand stated, and Meek's head whipped around so fast. You pregnant? He asked, and that is when everyone decided to leave. Mom, can you and Joshua go stay at a hotel and please don't tell anyone where you are, I told her. Why does she have to stay at a hotel? Meek asked. Mom gave Josh his iPad and put his headphones on, once he was situated. I broke down and told them everything. I didn't leave anything out. My mom and Ari were a complete mess, and so was I. You didn't trust me enough to know that I would have buried this nigga a long time ago. What were you thinking, Toya? This shit could have been over months ago. Do you know who you have in your damn presence? What the fuck? That situation is a done deal. You will not be going back there. Ma'am, I'm Meek, a close friend of Toya's. I have two choices for you. You can go to a hotel, or you can stay at my house, that I have next door to the home I live in. Either way, you and Lil Man will be protected. We will stay in the hotel. I don't want to bother you with this, and my name is Helen Avant, my mother stated. You are not bothering me. Sit tight. We will have someone take you to a hotel and you will have security with you until we resolve this matter, Meek stated, and my mom nodded her head. T got this, bro. You make sure things are good with her. Zealand said, and Ari stood to come and talk to me. Bestie, you should have told me, and I would have found a way to help you. Toya, you are my best friend and I never want to see you hurt ever. You could have stayed with Zealand and I. You know he would have had your back, Ari cried. I'm sorry, Ari, I just didn't want to put you in danger, I told her. Well, he gone see me for even putting my wife in his line of fire. He said he gonna kill my wife? Yeah, he dead, so erase that bitch from your memory bank. Zealand yelled, he was mad as hell. Meek just stayed quiet and stared at me the entire time. Everyone left and now it was time to answer the question he has been waiting to hear the answer to.
Mm.
Chapter 8. Mikoya did everything but look at me. I was staring a hole through her ass. How the hell you don't tell me you got a son? Granted we haven't spent much time together. But that was some shit she could have at least shared in the conversations that we have had. Then to find out she is pregnant now, oh she gon' have to talk to me. All I could think about is me making love to her and I wasn't strapped. I'm waiting for you to speak, Toya. Are you pregnant? I asked. Yes, I am, she whispered. Is it my baby? I spoke as I looked over at her, waiting on her response. T can't tell you if this is your baby or not, Meek. The day we had sex when I went home Shad forced himself on me. She replied, with a face full of tears. I was fucking stuck. What the fuck did she just say? So, you let him fuck you when I had just been inside of you, hours before. I roared, mad as hell. No, I would never do that, he forced himself on me. She cried. SHHH, stop crying, you know I don't like to see you cry. I'm sorry for yelling, but this shit got me fucking tight, Toya. We will figure all of this out. I'm shocked to know that you have a son and didn't say anything. I see I don't know much about you, but we gon' have plenty of time to learn each other. You will not go back to that apartment with that nigga, he has an expiration date anyway. I would have protected you, Lil Mama. This ship would not have made it this far, I told her. I'm sorry, I was just so afraid that he would kill Joshua and my mom. I'm sorry for not telling you about Joshua, it is a long story and if you don't mind can we talk about it later? She stated, as I began kissing her tears away. I found myself doing that a lot lately, I never thought I would feel this type of a connection with any woman. I have always been on that we can be friends tip, but Toil makes me want to be that nigga she needs in her life. I guess I needed to talk to Amir regarding the shoot we got going on, being as though my attention will be on Toya. I promised to protect her, and anyone associated with her that she cared about. We good baby girl, I'm going to send my crew to your crib and pack all your things up. You won't ever have to step another foot in that place, did they say when you would be able to go home? I asked her, as I pulled the recliner close to her bed. No, I guess we will find out in the morning, she stated. Okay, get some rest and stop worrying about shit you can't change, I expressed and bent down and kissed her lips. The nurse came in to check her vitals and give her some medicine not long after Toil was sleeping. This allowed me an opportunity to step out into the hallway and make a phone call. What's up, boss? Jojo answered. I need for y'all to go pack up Toya's shit from her apartment. I will text you everything you need to know. I told him. I'm on it, anything else you need for me to do? Jojo asked me. I'm glad boss man sent that text we were able to get on him as soon as he walked out of the hospital. Good, just keep your eyes on him until I can get Toya situated at my house tomorrow, I ordered and ended the call. I made another call to check on her mother and son. Once I found that they were alright, I went back into the room to get some sleep. The next morning, we woke up to the nurses coming into the room to check on Toya and the baby. Once they walked out, I looked over at Toya and she was in tears. What's the matter, baby? I asked her. Meek, why are you so nice to me? I feel bad for the way I treated you, she stated. Didn't I tell you don't worry yourself over something that you can't change? I'm nice to you because I want to be, one care about you lil mama. You've been fucking with a fuck nigga for so long, you don't know what a real nigga looks like. But I'm gon' turn all that shit around for you if you just stick with me. Let me show you what love looks like, baby, I told her as I kissed her lips. How do you know that I'm the one for you? She whispered. Because I feel you in my spirit, that's how. Shit, I can't even look at you for a few minutes and I'm wanting to be deep inside you. You don't know how bad I fought that shit each time we were around each other. The heart always knows what it wants, and my heart wants you. I know we have some things to work out, but that is my baby inside of you. Even if it comes out to be that pussy's baby, that is still my baby because I'm killing the sperm donor. I'm telling you that shit right now, Toil, we not gon' talk about it, that's what it is, I said to her and I meant that shit. I will take responsibility for the baby because I'm for sure gon' end that nigga's life. She looked at me and nodded her head in understanding. Chapter 9 Toilfter Meek said, what he said, my emotions were all over the place. I felt that shit deep in my soul and wanted a real chance with him. It was just hard trusting a man, after the shit one went through with Shad for years. Every time I told Ari I loved him was a lie. I had to say that to keep me believing I needed to be there, for the sake of my son. Good morning, Ms. Avant, how are you feeling? Dr. Nassi asked as he walked into the room. Good morning, I feel sore, but I'm ready to leave here, I told him. I'm going to let you go home, but you need to make an appointment with OBGYN ASAP. I also need you to stay on bed rest until we get through this first trimester, he said. Don't worry, sir, she will be on strict bed rest, Meek spoke up. Good, we will get the paperwork and medications ready for you to be released. Take care of yourself and make sure you get away from whoever is hurting you. I know you refused to see the social worker, but you have to get out of this situation, he stated and left the room. Someone opened the door and it was Ari and Grams Lai. Oh hell no. Toya, how you doing, baby? Lai asked me. Hey Grams, I'm doing a little better, I told her. That's good, Glad to know it. Meek, what's up fine nigga? Meek anybody ever told you that your ass is just beautiful? Well, if they didn't, lie here to tell you, baby, UIT. Now what time we going to kill this bitch boy because you know the gang ready baby, gang bang crew reloaded 2.0 is locked and motherfucking loaded. We need to do that nigga. The same way he did Toya ass and he did her ass butt dust ugly dirty. Don't worry Toy, baby, we gonna get all the revenge we can get on his ass. Lai yelled, all hype pulling her gun out and checking her chamber. Grams, if you don't put that shit away. Ari screamed. Girl who the hell you talking to, I will pull my shit whenever the fuck I want to. You think Lai scared of these people, you know who my man is, you better ask about me. And my baby daddy, boo boo, Lai spoke and put her gun back in her purse. Meek laughed and shook his head, at her and so did I. Grams, you are too much, I told her. Toya, I heard you were having a baby? Please tell me you gave this pretty lil nigga some and that's his baby. Lai said and he looked at Meek. That is my baby, ma, Meek responded. Oh, thank you Lord, Grams Lai shouted and started praise dancing. Sis, when they gonna let you go home? Ari asked me and I told her they were releasing me. I'm going to be staying with Meek until I can figure some things out, I stated, and he looked over at me. Girl, you crazy as hell, this fine nigga address would be my address every fucking day, for the rest of my entire life. That boy must have hit you in the eye and fucked up your damn eyesight. I'm sorry Toya, I'm not making fun of the situation, I'm trying to make you laugh but some of that shit I was serious about. You have been friends with my granddaughter for a long time and I see you as my granddaughter as well. So, don't worry like on make sure you good. Meek hit me up when it's time to ride out, Grams Lai said, and she stood up. Grams let's go so she can get dressed to leave. Toya I will check in on you later, once you get squared away, Ari stated. I will hit you up, ma. I will see you later sis, tell my boy I will call him later today, Meek told Ari and Lai and they left. Come on lil mama, let's get you out of here, he expressed, and he helped me in the shower to get cleaned up. About an hour later they were discharging me, and I was headed to Meeks's house. Once we made it in the house, I just felt a calming spirit come over me. Have you talked to my mom? I asked him. Yeah, I'm having my guys bring her and Josh here so y'all can be together, he stated, and I just couldn't believe how everything seemed so different with him but in a good way. You seem different, more relaxed now, I told Meek. Shit, I have you here with me and I don't have to go another day worrying about you. Every day Toya I worried every fucking day, even with me not talking to you, he responded. I just stared at him, with watery eyes. I needed to get myself together and when I did, I really wanted to see where this would take us. Chapter 10 Shad F Toya believes for 1 minute that these niggas is going to save her from me. She got another thing coming and she pregnant with my seed. How the fuck did they get to the hospital Dree? I asked her mad as hell. My mom told me to call Ari and tell her to come because Toya had been hurt, this dumb bitch responded. You know what, I need to rethink why I'm with your ass. Why would you actually do the shit? I yelled. Baby, I wasn't thinking straight, I'm sorry but I have a plan that we can get revenge on all of them. We just got to lay low for a few months and don't let them get to you, Dree said. They've a plan of my own and that meat nigga is at the top of my list, I spoke and went to take a shower. I was stressed the hell out and my face was fucked up. I had to get 30 stitches because of that punk ass nigga. I wanted to kill that nigga so bad my dick got hard just thinking about the way he would die. A couple of hours later, I went to meet up with my crew. My right hand macho was equally pissed because that nigga came for him, too. What up? I said as I walked into the trap. What up boss? One of my runners, Rome greeted. Where is Macho? Why all these bitches in here? Clear this shit out now. I yelled and walked to the back. What up son? I stated as I sat down in one of the chairs as I watched him run money through a counting machine. Did you find any information on them niggas yet? Macho asked. Not yet, but I got someone working on that for me, I told him. Good because them niggas days are numbered, and I couldn't agree more with his statement. We gonna lay low until our plan is airtight, so have the lieutenants on the streets to watch over the crew, I expressed, and Macho nodded his head in understanding. I sent Toya a text message because she needed to know I wasn't playing with her ass. Sharika, been around here looking for you. She said you have not been to see the baby and she plans to go to your place and talk to Toya if you don't show up soon, Macho stated. Man, fuck Sharika, I don't give a damn what she tells Toya. She thinks she gon' keep hanging the baby over my head, I roared. I'm just the messenger, anyway, hit me up and let me know what the move is, Macho stated. I was sick of Sharika ass. If she wanted to tell Toya that I had a kid, it was fine by me. Toya wasn't gon' do shit about it but cry anyway, she is never going to leave me. She has too much at stake, to leave my ass, if she loves that little punk ass kid of hers then she knows what's best for her. I will hit you up later, I told him and walked out. I decided to go to my apartment and see if Toya came home. When I walked into my place it was quiet and it seems that she had not been here. I walked into the room and shit was all over the place. My clothes were on the floor and Toya's clothes were gone. That bitch had been here and took her shit. She wanted to play games with me. I will show her who she really fucking with. I rushed out of the house and made it to Dree's house fast as hell. Dree. One yelled and she came walking out of the bedroom. What's wrong baby, why are you yelling? She asked. Call your sister's phone and see what's up with her, I told her. Why, I got to call that bitch. She angrily stated, plopping down on the couch. Just fucking do it, I roared. Dree picked up her phone and dialed Toya's number. Hello, Toya answered groggily. Hey sis, how you feeling? Sorry, I didn't come check on you today, I wasn't feeling well, Dree told Toya. It's okay sis, I'm not in the hospital anymore, they let me go home, Toya responded. Oh, you at the apartment, I'm about to come over, Dree spoke. No, I'm not at the apartment. I'm staying with Meek for a little while. Mom and Joshua are on their way here, just until I know they are safe from Shat, Toya stated, and I was about to fucking explode. Oh okay, send me the address and I'm coming over to see y'all in a few, Dree told her and ended the call. I'm going to kill that bitch when I get my hands on her. She must have been fucking that nigga for a minute. Chapter 11 Meek Oil was resting and I was sitting here thinking about how I was going to talk to Amaya. I had plans to see her later tonight. As a man I couldn't try to work on something with Toil without getting my shit straight with Amaya. They both deserved that much respect. I need to Toya to be clear that this is where she wanted to be. I got up and went upstairs to check on her and she was watching television when I walked into the room. How are you feeling? I asked her. I'm sore, in a little pain but I will be okay, Toya stated. Would you like for me to readjust you in the bed? I asked her. Yeah, that might help, she whispered. I walked over to her and gently lifted her as she wrapped her arms around my neck. Once I got her comfortable, I turned to her and she kissed me on the lips. I stared at her for a minute and she looked away. Lil mama, I'm gon' need you to look at me, never turn away from me even when my stare makes you uncomfortable. When I stare at you, I'm admiring how fucking beautiful you are. When I'm mad at you, I'm still admiring how beautiful you are, I said to her and she turned back to me and we both just watched each other. I bent down and latched onto her lips trying to suck her lips off her damn face. I wanted Toya so fucking bad, my dick felt as if it would rise out of my sweats. Meek, she moaned. Yeah, I know lil mama you not ready, nor are you healed, I stated, and she nodded. Just as I lifted from the bed, the doorbell rang, and I went to answer it. When I got to the door, it was her mother and Joshua. Hi Miss Helen, hey lil man, come in and I will take you up to see Toya, I greeted Toya's mother and son. Thank you, Meek, and you have a very beautiful home. Miss Helen said, as she and Josh followed me. Thank you, the place I have for you to stay in next door looks exactly like this place. It just doesn't have all the decorations as I have. But you will be comfortable, over there, I told her as we walked in the room. Mommy, I miss you, Mommy, Josh told his mom. Josh, I missed you too. Hey mom, are you alright? Toya asked her mom. I'm fine baby, I just wished you would have left sooner. I hate to see you hurt like this and now he has threatened to harm us as well, Miss Helen cried. I'm sorry mom, I don't know why is doing this, Toya cried, as well. Don't cry mommy, Josh told his mother and tried to wipe her eyes. This shit was too much, no woman should have to go through this shit and no child should be. Wiping his mother's tears. I'm going to kill that nigga extra good, just for being a fuck nigga. Miss Helen, I'm going to promise you right here tonight. Your daughter and your grandson will be safe. No one is going to hurt your daughter ever again, not even a strand of hair from her beautiful head will be touched unless she does it herself. I will protect you all with my life. If it makes you feel better you can stay here with us, I told her, and she walked up pulling me in for a hug and kissed my cheek. If you don't mind, I would like to stay here, we won't be any trouble at all, Miss Helen stated. Come on and let me show you where you will sleep, I spoke. There was another master bedroom in my home that I had the decorators create for my mom when she stayed over. I will let Toya's mother sleep in her room. Oh, this is a beautiful room, she expressed. Thank you, this is the room that my mother sleeps in when she comes over. I thought it would be nice for you to sleep in. Does Josh have a fear of sleeping alone? I asked her. No, Joshua will sleep by himself. He has his own bedroom at my house. But he is with his mother and when she is around Josh likes to be near her. Joshua is very protective of Toya. I think it's because he has seen Shad hurt his mom before, she stated. Okay, I got it, he can sleep with us, if he wants to do so, I replied. Meek, I can see that you like my daughter and you know what she has been through, please be patient with her. When Toya gets into something she tends to try and fix it herself and not put her family in jeopardy. She has always been that way. My daughter Dree is the opposite of Toya. She will bring trouble to you and I swear I don't know what happened to her because I taught my daughters right from wrong, Miss Helen said. I felt bad for her because it seemed that she had the weight of the world on her shoulders. Well, I will let you get settled in, I will bring your bags up for you, I told her and walked downstairs to get their bags. When I made it back upstairs, I knocked and told her. They were at the door. I decided to go check on Toya and Josh. Hey, is mom alright? Toya asked. Yeah, she is getting settled into her room, I smiled at her.
Sorry about that. I had to take an important phone call. So we're going to go ahead and finish out this chapter and then we're going to get back to it tomorrow.
Oh, I forgot to text Dree the address. She said she wanted to come over and see me. Toya looked at me reaching for her phone. Toya, I don't want you giving your sister my address. The night I fucked oh boy up, he was hugged up with a chick, Wincy Lan, and I walked up on him. I didn't know who the chick was until we saw her at the hospital and we now know is your sister. I believe she was fucking with your ex until we know more. Let's not give her the address, I told her, and she looked as if she was in shock. There was no better way for me to tell her that shit. But before we just go passing out her location, I need to be sure if this chick is good. Are you sure Dree is the girl you saw with Shat? It's just hard to believe that she would do something this low. I mean, she has always felt a certain way about me. Every time we got in an argument, she would say mom treated me better and that I thought I was better than her. To me, it was just jealousy, but I never thought she would be this low. Toya cried. Toya, you just never know what a person is thinking. They will smile in your face and be plotting your demise at the same
Mm-hmm.
damn time. I broke it down to her. I'm going to ignore her until I get better and feel like dealing with the shit. My mom can talk to her, but I will tell her not to give up our location, Toya stated, and I was cool with that. You can't trust everybody, family included. What I do know is they will all have to come through me to get to her, and coming through me will get a bullet in your motherfucking head.
Mm.
Chapter 12. Toil. What weeks had passed. My mom and Josh was loving it here with.
All right, guys. So instead of 10 chapters, I gave you guys 11 chapters. So, me personally, I'm trying to see if I want to tell you guys a story. I'll tell it. So, me personally, growing up, my mom was in a domestic thing. So, stuff like that can traumatize your kids mentally, and some is physically and verbally. So, I don't tolerate that. I I don't like kids, but I'll defend them like they're the White House, if that makes sense. I don't like them. I don't like them. My crumb snatchers, I don't like them either, but I love them to death and I wouldn't trade them for the world. But when you're in a situation like that, especially toy, it's hard to walk away when your family is being threatened by your significant other. And she has her son and her mother that she has to protect. And then all this time, her sister been messing with the dude that she been messing with. What? Oh my gosh! And you would think, well, the sister wouldn't be that grimy. She's grimy. Anybody, and then she's like feeding him information on her whereabouts and all this and that. No, you don't do that to your sister. Now, oh, honey, I could go on for days and days, but my mom was in an abusive relationship and hers was mentally, physically, and verbally. So, it took my mom a long time to get out of something like that. And the last time that my mom got jumped on, it was they was at an anniversary party or something, and my mom jumped out of a rolling car. And from that day forward, she never looked back. She never went back to the guy. She moved in her own spot with me, my sister, and my sisters and brother. So, she did right by the end, but you gotta be careful. Everything that be so great, it can be so wrong. And you just gotta watch it, especially if you got kids. But I did post the number for those that are going through an experience like this, and hopefully you guys will be able to reach out to them to get the help that you're needing. So I'm going to end this right here. And just remember, if you come in, please make me aware that you came in and visit the page, and I'll give you a shout out on my next show. So yeah, that's the way we're gonna do that. But until then, subscribe, comment, like, share. You guys stay blessed. I'm finna lay it down, and I will talk to you all later, maybe tomorrow. Bye.